Welcome on board again, my wonderful community. In today's video, we are going to be looking at content creation. Yes, this is a continuation of the tutorial video I've been giving for beginners on how to make money online. However, our focus is going to be on content creation. Yes, most of you have tried this out and you have failed. Yes, you failed because you started on a wrong footing. This is where this video is very necessary and very important for you. How did you start? You were misled by content creators who tells you that Facebook is paying, YouTube is paying, TikTok is paying. Then the next thing is you went and create your own account because you are looking for money. You start posting random content, random videos all over the place, begging people all over to follow you, begging people to share your content all over the place with hope that one day you begin to make money from it. Some have even gone to a stage of begging people, send me gifts, send me gifts. Some have been scammed, and up to date, some are still getting scammed. After all that, nothing came out. Now you now feel like the entire concept of content creation is pure scam. So don't worry. I'm here to give you a proper solution on what to do and how to go about it. All you have to do is, if you are doing something, complete it and pay close attention to what you are doing. However, get a biro and paper and jot down some of these things I'm going to be telling you. Because the bitter truth there is, once you get these things wrong as I'm giving you now, you refuse to grab it properly, just forget about this internet space. See, just forget it. You will not go anywhere. You are going to be frustrated. You are going to be moving from links to links. It will never work, and it has proven not to work. So just pay close attention to everything I'm going to be saying in this particular video. These courses cost a lot of money for me to even learn it and even to give you some of this information. They are proven strategies that have worked and they are working, and people are still spending millions traveling from country to country. Even some of the paid courses might not cover information like what I'm saying, and in the nearest future, if you don't pay attention, you are going to pay me money to learn this thing again, and I will charge you very good amount of money for not paying attention. Because the bitter truth here is, if you can spend almost 10-15 years of your life in school just to learn how to read and write, then coming to the business side of making money, then you want to learn it in a 5-minute video, then you are trying to become a fraudster. That is the bitter truth. Except you want to be a fraudster on this internet space. If not, you can never go anywhere. And when you become a fraudster, God help you, they don't catch you. I saw how people are running haters, some guys, they are just running. But the internet is very powerful. It will make you gain publicity. So, irrespective of this video, I'm going to be explaining some secrets behind the internet space that will help you, your financial status. There's nothing magical about money. That is the truth. Let me tell you, a lot of people don't want to hear buy, but let me tell you, whether you are a business person, a job seeker, a student, or entrepreneur, this information will really go a long way in helping your life. Pay close attention. As I'm repeating it, I'm saying pay close attention. What we are going to be learning here is, what is content creation? What are the type of content? How is content created? What are content development strategy? You see this content development strategy? Content monetization. Some of you think you know this content monetization, but you don't know anything. You see, and this is where your problem is starting. You skip all these places, all this one, all this one, all this one, all this one. Now you are coming to this place. It's like you are going to a final year in university and you think you will graduate. You don't know what you are doing. You are not serious. Anyway, thank you for discovering this channel. Don't be in a haste. Don't touch anything. Don't even subscribe. Just get everything I'm going to give you for now for free. So that at the end of the day, nobody will convince you. You'll be the one to hit the subscribe button by yourself. So what is the content? What is content creation? You see, content creation is all about information packaging. That is all. And packaging this information, it means you need to be strategic about it. It's not when you go and create things and begin to post anyhow, and you hope one day Facebook will carry their money and give you. They are not fools. They know, they see everything you are doing. They know a lot about what you are posting than what you think you know. YouTube will not give you money because you are posting random things there. Nobody. It's just the way you will never carry your money and begin to give random people on the street. That is how it is. That is the reality behind this. So this packaging of information can be in form of video, text, images, sound, and the rest of them. So, and however, so for you to really get this thing properly done, it means there are some key things that you need to be aware of. You need to understand that there are different types of content on this internet space. There are written content. This can be in form of blog posts, news report, ebooks, and script, social media caption, emails, and the rest of them. I'm going to be showing you examples, so just pay close attention. So when we talk about written content, let me go back in this very case. Let me go to my email. So you can actually see these are written content. So examples of text related content, you can see this is an email that was well written. If I come here, this is a blog post too. So you can actually see the blog post from a particular website. If I scroll down, you can see these are written. If I come here, you can see these are written. Then if I come here again, this particular one, these are written. This ones that is written here, these are written. So ebooks, you already know that you have seen a lot of these things on the internet space, even podcasts, social media caption. I wouldn't go into it so much. So it's just to give you an idea. I'm going to be picking the important ones that you need to be aware of. So if we go, you can see even engaging social media caption and interaction and the rest of them. If I come to this very post, you can see this very one. You can see the caption, you can see the picture. If I come down here, you can see there are a lot of interaction when we're talking about engaging content. This one spikes interaction at this bottom here. So let's go further. So we have visual content. This visual content can be image, infographics, and the rest of them. I've shown you a sample of images already. If I go further, we have Mimi, GIF, and the rest of them. Some of you have seen these things on TikTok and Instagram, and even on especially WhatsApp, photo illustrations, slide presentations. Then if we talk about video content, some of you, most of the time when you go on YouTube, like this. You go on YouTube like this, you can see combination, you can see videos here and the rest of them. So you can see the list is endless. These are for video. The same thing, you see them on Facebook. And then in continuation, we have live streaming, webinar, drills, YouTube tutorial, and the rest of them. So podcasts, music, even music. Then we have interactive content, polls, quiz, surveys, calculators, engagement, and the rest of them. Just like the case of this one. So you can see the combination. This is a caption, and you can see this is interaction. So with this, then you also have user generated content. These are reviews, testimonies. When you go to comments, discussion, fan art, reviews, these are testimony of people about certain products. When you get to see, now we will now look at how to create this content. So it means for you to create this content, it means you must understand the ideal audience, the target audience, and the audience, and how this audience interact on these different platforms. So this means for you to achieve this proper stuff, it means you must have the proper skill when it comes to content creation, how to combine these text. Let me go to a product page and show you an example now. You must understand how to combine this text with the graphic, which is in this case for this video, the thumbnail, then the written content here, which will talk about the SEO optimization. If I come to this particular product page here, so you must understand how to combine this text, the images, and then you can see here there is a video. So you can see the combination of these three elements is very, very important if you are going into content creation. You need to have an overview of all of them on how to combine it properly. If I go to a blog post, let's say for example you want to go into blogging, you must understand the entire concept of caption. Look at the caption here, how to put up the necessary information on every blog post to make it engaging. If you come to email, we talk about email subject heading, the content, and how do you arrange it. Let's get to see how you get to do it. So that means for you to achieve these things, you must start with the idea. That means what type of content do you want? Is it video, edits? Then what are the necessary things that you need to have along with it? Let's say for example, I want to make a content about how to cook, or I want to promote my restaurant business. Take for example, I have a restaurant business. That means I should have a strategy on how to record this video. I'm going to be recording weekly video about some dishes, how to prepare all those dishes, and then I'll look at my target audience. Who are the target audience I want to target? Are they people who are coming to town? Are they people who are visiting? Are they event planners? So I'll look for platform where I can identify them. Then by the time I record all those videos, you need to have video editing skill. At least you have the basic. I've talked about it in my last video. Then you need to have the necessary skills on how to put up these videos, make it very engaging, and then even the words you are going to be used on those particular video, you need to be strategic about it. This is where you need softwares like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Grammarly, and the rest of them to help you on how to put up. For those who go into blogging, take for example like this very one. For this very one, you need to understand how to organize these things, put them together. That means and then where to put in the necessary images and the rest of them as you are putting up the discussion. It's information you are sharing. So sharing information, you need to be very, very articulate, you need to be very, very organized about it. You cannot combine random things anyhow. It's just like trying to put up things anyhow. When you want to make a sentence, you must have a clear definition of what you are trying to relay. You cannot combine the subject, the verb, and the object anyhow. They need to be properly arranged so that the person who is consuming it can have a clear picture of what you are saying. Even the person who is watching the video will have a clear picture. They will get to connect with what you are saying. They must appreciate what you are saying. Then this is where the concept of editing comes into play. This editing whether for text, you need to know some irrelevant things, remove them, and then repolish it. Editing for text related, that is for blogging. We now talk about CapCut for video, and then we talk about Adobe, we talk about Canva. All this one are for graphics, because you need to arrange, you need to understand color correction, how to add effect for video editing, how to add animation, how to keyframe, and the rest of them. So when we talk about the issue of this DeepSeek, you must understand how to use ChatGPT, how to use prompts for videos, for images, and the rest of them. There are a lot of them. We have ideogram here. This ideogram. We have ideogram. We have Bing. So all these platforms are very, very important for you to pay close attention to how to use prompt on them. Then we have the content development strategy. So when we talk about content development strategy, we are talking about, as I've said earlier, you cannot be putting information anyhow. So you need to be very calculative on how to go about it. This means people will not sit down and begin to watch random things anyhow. It means you must have a problem-driven mindset. That means you must have an objective, and the objective is to help people solve a particular problem. That is how the journey begins. So you will now see that a lot of you have lost the gap. You went from skipping all these processes to monetization, which is practically impossible. What are you monetizing? Like the case of one man came and met me and started posting videos of his children dancing on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, that he heard that YouTube is paying Facebook. He worried my life. I told him he should go and delete all those accounts. He went and did it. I gave him a proper formula. He followed it. In less than, I think within a month, he came back and was appreciating me. I said, yes, you would have wasted your time. See, those process of putting all those random information is for branding. And it costs a lot of money. It's for people who are already having some businesses already. So they want to create more awareness. So they are using the money they are having to create more awareness on the internet space. Who is just starting, who doesn't have anything, it's going to be impossible. Because from my personal experience, it took me over 200,000 to grow my first YouTube channel from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. That's the truth. So if you are planning on growing a YouTube channel, just have this at the back of your mind. So there's no free money anywhere. You need to know that. So the only thing that will save you is when you have this idea that will solve people's problem. Everybody want to eat food, but the bitter truth is people don't want to hear buy. Like recently, I had an experience with someone. He watched a video of content creators eating meat. The next minute, they came and disturbed my life. We went to the market. He went and bought meat. Asked somebody to prepare it, and after everything, he was eating the meat exactly the way he watched on the video. So this, you can see how they tactically swipe into his mind, played on his psychology with that video. On a very good day, it's just a fun video, but you can see the effect of that video on this person's life. So this means if the video was offering a services that had to do with that kind of meat, there is a higher chance that he would have requested and even paid money for delivery. So you can now see that simple things like this are things that people take advantage of to make money on this internet space. The people who post that video, they are just content creators. They might not even notice it. But imagine for somebody who has a restaurant business and posting some of these things, that guy would have actually paid money to have that thing delivered to him. So that is why we talk about. So people have problems. Sometimes they have problem. They know they have problem, but they don't know how to go about it. Some people know that they have problem, but they already have solution, but they don't have time. Some don't even know that they have problem, but by putting some of this content, this information, it will help them to know that, oh, they have problem, like what I'm doing now. Some of you went into content creation, but you don't know that you started on a faulty foundation. But this video is already changing your mindset. You are beginning to understand the game that is being played on this internet space. So these are the realities. So this content development strategy is very, very important. So you look at from the idea to creating the content, editing it, and then you will now move to the monetization stage. So this monetization stage is where the final stage. This is where we talk about solving people's problem. So there are people that have met me severally. They ask me for certain things. I tell them they pay. They feel like they are not supposed to pay because they met me on the internet space. The serious ones paid. In short, after delivering, they even offered to pay me extra. I was very surprised. So when people see that you have a strong solution to them, for them, and they are serious about it, they will be willing to pay. Don't worry about those unserious ones. Ignore them. They have never learned what is going on. When they learn, they will start taking things serious. So you need to understand that the internet is so strong in a way that you can actually get people information on the internet space to solve even your real life problem. You must not meet them. So at that level, you should be willing to pay somebody to give you that real solution. Just like what I'm saying. There are people who pay just to attend webinar like this, or to attend videos, to watch videos like this that I'm talking, that you are actually watching for free. They pay serious money because they know that information like this are not too common. And you get to see that if you look at it now, you see I've spent almost the past 17 to 18 minutes just talking, putting up all these things together. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of commitment, and it takes a lot of consistency and even investment to learn these things. So you will now see that it's practically impossible for you to wake up one day and watch a 2-minute video or a 5-minute video where a content creator tell you that you can make money with just on your smartphone in a 5-minute video that content creation. Then you go and start it. Then you think you will not go anywhere. So this was where you guys got it wrong. And then by the time you put up those content, let me go further now to show you an example of a content now. Let's come to this particular page. So this is a program, this is a platform. So you will now see this in reality. You see the very content creation I was talking about here. You can see these people combine this text. So the combination of this text is very, very important. You can see they combine text, they combine video, and then they combine images. I'm going to tell you why they put all these things together. That is why I talk about you learning, having an idea on all these things. So we'll go further now. I'm going to mention it, but let's continue with it. So you need to understand that where your target audience are. So understanding your target audience, there are different platforms on this internet space. You see, you have social media, which is the general one. You have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You need to understand that these people, the type of people on Facebook are not actually the same type of people on Instagram. And they are not 100% the same type of people you see on YouTube, and they are not 100% the same type of people you see on TikTok, and they are not the same type of people you see on Facebook. So that is the truth. So not understanding these things is the reason why you are going to be straining yourself, doing all sorts of things without any result. The people on Facebook are mostly interactive. Yes, they can comment, they can post, talk, all sorts of things they can talk. The people on Instagram, these people are mostly business oriented. They are very, very strategic. The type of people on YouTube, these are people that are very committed. They want solution. So you cannot see that. Then on TikTok, these are mostly young people who are very, very, they like some level of fun, they like some level of finances, and they want to interact too. Then these ones too, they also have their own demography. So you need to understand the behavioral pattern of each of these people. That is when you know where to post and where not to post. So you cannot just come and begin to post things and expect to see. You will not get anything. Then the same thing again, the people you get to see on Medium, these are blogging related platform. These are for text related content and pictures. So people who are on this platform, they are mostly people who are very, very committed. They can sit down for 5 minutes to read. So if you carry this type of content and you are giving to people on this particular platform, you might not get the result you are looking for. And if you carry this type of content and you're giving to people on this particular platform, you might not get the result you're looking for. So the same thing, all blogging website and the rest of them, websites and the rest of them, even e-commerce platform. So e-commerce platform, these ones, they are people that already have the money. They are looking for solution. They are just willing to pay. Then the same thing here, we have legit. These ones are people that are willing to sell services or they are willing to buy solutions that people have. The same thing, Fiverr, Upwork, and the rest of them. So these things are very, very important. You need to understand this behavioral pattern of people on each of these platforms. So then you must understand social media and internet rules. These rules include copyright rules. That means you have to be very, very careful on copying things. Some content creators have misled people into getting a lot of their account into trouble, only to later charge them money that they want to fix it. Some even get scammed. That's the truth. So you need to be very, very careful with this. Some videos, they are very, very well strategic. The owner of those videos are very serious about it because the internet space is serious business. That means you must see the business out of what you are doing. You cannot grow a YouTube channel and wake up one day with 1,000 subscribers. When you know the kind of work you put, then they disable the account or they tell you cannot monetize it. You know what it means because you went against the rules. So these rules are very, very important. The same thing for nudity, even content distribution and spamming. You have to be very careful with all those rules. Then we'll now talk about content monetization. We have the inbuilt program of most content platform, YouTube, Facebook, and the rest of them. This is the one that they use in misleading a lot of people. YouTube is paying, TikTok is paying. Then when you actually start, you will now see these ones are always very difficult to achieve because you are going to be spending a lot of money to grow to that level. Apart from posting steady content, you must be willing to spend money to promote those pages. So you will now see that for you to achieve this, if you cannot even go with the free method, because especially for those who are crying of data, I don't know how you want to achieve this. Let me tell you, when you start this, after 6 months, you yourself, you run. So that is what the mistake a lot of people make when it comes to content monetization. They are starting with this very one. They are jumping to this. You jump how many steps? Now it's like going to the university and starting from final year when you haven't even know what the basics are. You don't even know how to read and write. You don't know how to consult a sentence. You don't know anything. You just went to final year because they tell you that when you finish final year, so they will give you money. Then you will not jump to final year. You will never graduate from that school, no matter what you do. Even to bribe a way through that school self is going to be hell. So these are the realities. So for this monetization, let me explain certain things for you. You need to understand that everybody on this internet space, let me be realistic here. Everybody from the highest content creators to the lowest content creator, what they are using to make money is they are selling something. And this is where I recommend you learn sales and marketing. That's the truth. This is the first step for you to understand. You must understand that everybody that is, by the time you learn all those things, how to combine this content, you must understand sales and marketing. And this sales and marketing start with this copywriting. I've talked about copywriting. This is a page that is selling a product. When you look at it, and you see there is a provision to buy here, you can see this combination. There is text, there is image, and there is video. So the whole of these things is an entire concept of monetizing the entire process. If I go to this, you must understand the concept of email. When I go to my email now, you can see this very person is actually very strategic. He is not asking you to buy anything, but you must understand the concept of information. That means giving people information. Some people don't know they have problems. So by this, they know they have problem. Then they will be willing to do the needful by asking you for the solution or getting the solution done. So this is it. This is an email that is well written. This is copywriting. So you must understand copywriting. I have a dedicated video where I explain everything about it and then some extra higher level knowledge. When I come to this, this is it. When you read this particular article, this email, it will click here, it will take you to this article where you get to see more details. See, you don't even need anybody to tell you. This person is a top notch when it comes to copywriting. I've actually been following him for years and I've seen what he's doing and I've really learned a lot. By the time you read this blog article, you can see where the combination comes. You can see text, you can see images. Then if you continue, you will see a lot of arrangement of this text. You must understand how to articulate information properly. Then before you can think of monetization. So this is it. By the time you come here, you can click to hire or to get in touch to get him to solve a problem for you. Then you get to see. When I come to this same point, you can see when it comes to monetization, you can see even those in affiliate marketing, you can see how you write in a very persuasive way. You don't need to be going after people telling them buy. You can see these are special way you write using AI. I'm going to be talking about the AI aspect, how to write article with AI, how to write email copies, how to write blog posts, how to write video creation script, video content, and the rest of them. I'm going to be looking at those ones, but these are basic foundation you need to be aware of. So we have seen that everybody is selling something, but this is it. How do you sell? You sell through partnership. We go into partnership with people who have product or people who have problem and they need solution, or people who have products and they are willing to work with you while you promote, and then when they buy you get your own part. Or this is another level which we call it affiliate marketing. You have CPA marketing. These ones, they are almost the same thing. You have traffic. So most of us, the problem we're having is we are coming to this one is where you get paid for bringing traffic, only traffic. This is where the whole thing is. So, and this very one is always very difficult because you need to be having thousands and millions of traffic coming to that particular page before the owner of the platform can recognize that yes. And it means you are going to be sacrificing a lot to get that, sometimes even spending money. So this is why it remains very difficult to get to this level. Out of 1 million YouTube channel you get to see, let me tell you, those that get monetized at the end of the day are not usually more than 100. So the owners of those platforms know exactly what they are doing. So you cannot come overnight and begin to think you do all sort of nonsense, posting all sort of nonsense. But if you are very strategic about it, the internet will make it possible for you to build your perfection around either a product you are trying to sell, or a partnership you are trying to build, or an affiliate, or an e-commerce. You can actually start an e-commerce platform today by creating an account on Shopify or whatsoever. With your little money, you might even start getting money without necessarily struggling for 6, 7 months, 3 years, just with the hope of getting inbuilt monetization from Facebook, or which might not even come. Maybe at the end of the day, you violated one of their rules, and that is the end of it. They might disable the account. And a lot of people are suffering it. So I believe you get to appreciate the entire concept of this monetization. This monetization can come in different ways. There are so many ways to monetize. I'm going to be leaving a link where I put up all this information for you guys. So most people, as I've said, everybody who is making money on this side space is selling something. That means selling a physical product, or selling a service, or is selling a downloadables. So these downloadables are everything here has to do with solution. So you need to understand this. So this is why some people, when they contact me for certain solutions, because the feel is downloadable, so I should give them for free. I will not give you for free, because the bitter truth there is it costs a lot of money and effort to put those solutions. All those softwares you see, it costs money to put them up. So if you see value in it, you should be willing to pay. Even these courses, if you see value in it, I think you need to invest money to learn. The essence of the internet is for you to connect with people to get to solve their problem, or they get to solve your problem. Anyhow it is, where there is an exchange. This can be in form of monetary or whatsoever. The ignorant one always feel like, okay, when they come across our YouTube channel like this, they think they are doing us a favor to follow or to like. You are not actually doing me a favor, because sooner or later, if you refuse to pay close attention to what I'm posting here, you are going to pay me, or you are going to pay somebody money to still learn the same thing, and you are going to pay good amount of money. So you see, you refuse to pay close attention, now you are going to pay in hard currency. So that is exactly what is happening. So to succeed on this internet space as a whole, let me go back to this monetization when we talk about this. So irrespective of the volume of traffic you have, let me tell you, they are already using your handle to make money. That is why when you go to YouTube channel, a lot of people will tell you that they are making money by posting. Nobody will pay you for posting anything on any social media handle. They only pay you for the traffic that you are getting. By so doing, they are using your content to sell something to somebody. Let me show you a proof now. Let me go to my Facebook handle. If I go to this Facebook handle now, when you come to this very page, you can see this is an advert. This is an advert. So if any of my friends sees this advert and they click to buy, I'm actually giving this person traffic and I might not even get anything. So that is the bitter truth. So whether you have 2 subscribers, as long as adverts like this are showing on your page, or you decide to buy, somebody is making money. So that's the bitter truth. So this is why you see most of us will always advise you get this information in detail. And this is paid traffic now. This person is paying money and there is no way you will not get buyers, because this traffic are strategic. When you understand content creation, when you go deep, you get to see how to run ads. How do you run ads? How do you target the right set of people? Because the bitter truth is this will not be shown to everybody. There are features that they look at and your behavior. This social media platform, they know you better than you know yourself. Let me tell you the truth. You think you are just clicking things and running helter-skelter. They are monitoring you. They have all your records. That is why I always discourage people from going into dubious activity. Try to do legitimate things. And let me show you one key thing that you need to be aware of. You see, for some of us that are doing legitimate things on this internet space, we try to ensure that we create awareness of ourselves. See, the internet has very big power in making things very easy. On a very good day, it's practically impossible if you want to promote yourself to 1,000 people. But with the internet space, you can make it. That is why when we talk about writing things, all this email writing, posting, and the rest of them, we try to teach things people to follow the right way and do legitimate things. When you are doing legitimate things, you want to show yourself. This particular email, if I come here, you get to see this person posts an information of him very clear. When you click this particular link, it will take you to this very same page, and you are going to still see the same person's name on it. You can see his name again, and everything is properly arranged. So when you are doing the right thing, you'll be confident to show yourself, because it's going to give you that credibility. That is why most of us, when we see scamming email, we already know, we just block and delete. So you need to learn to put yourself on a very good light. When you do that, see, people are going to trust you. And when you have solution to their problem, they will be willing to contact you anywhere in the world. I have gone on video calls with people that on a very good day, it would have been practically impossible. Even the Mr. Beast video editors, his top-notch content creators, it was practically impossible for me to know them. There are people that are into doing content creation for almost how many years. They never knew the type of people that are working with Mr. Beast. So these things I'm teaching you practical experience from what I learned. I saw how these things build my credibility, and I was able to connect with them to know these things. You only get to watch videos, but you don't know what is going on in the background. I'm showing you the background information now. Let me go to my email now to prove to you that I'm also practicing the same thing. So you can see with the aid of copywriting, you can see how I strategically wrote this email with the heading, everything. I'm not showing you the full detail, but if I come down here, you can see my information is very, very clear, simple and straightforward. So you cannot go and possibly you want to get people to get customer, to get to rapport with people, to give them solution to their problem, and you think they will click the link. They will not click. Some of us, before we click, we'll go down, we'll look at these things. So if you are going into scam, if you are sending scammy messages to me, I already know. The moment I just see it, I'll just go down. The next few lines I see, I know it's a scam. There are a few things I also look at. So this is why sometimes getting client is very difficult for those who are into freelancing. For those who are into freelancing, this trick will really help you. You need to understand how to build perfection on that particular field. Invest time, invest money to learn a lot about it. It's going to help you. You are going to see how to transform real digital ideas into real life solution. I've given you guys a brief idea on one of my last video where I talked about video editing. When you watch that video, you get to appreciate the entire concept. There is no right thinking human being that will watch that video and let's take for example, I'm trying to help his social media handle that will not contact me. If that person knows the value of growing a social media handle, because it takes money. If growing a social media handle, growing publicity is easy, people will not be spending money on ad. And if you don't have the right content, even if you spend money on ads, you might not get the right result. So combination of all these things are very, very important. That is why I'm taking time to teach you guys all these things. When you understand how to connect each of them, from the text related to the video related, and then to this, just like the case I showed you on this sales page, on this very sales page, you can see the text, the video, and the images. So these are comprehensive. This thing is a full, well organized sales page, and let me tell you, they pay people money to do these things. So you think the people who post this are just doing random work? It's not random, it's well calculated. So these are sales strategy that spend some time to teach you. So even you as a service provider that you want to help people, you need to know how to provide solution to people if you want to make money in this life. Because nobody will carry his money and give you. Because they also need money. So the best way to make money in this life is to help people, give people solution that will help them make more money. So when you understand this strategy, you will now see that they will be willing to pay you. That is why when some people contact me for certain things, for certain solutions, and they are like, I should give them for free, I don't give. Because I know the value, I know how I use it to build my business. So if I can use that to build my business, it means you who is looking for it, if you know it, see, you will pay me double. People who know it, at the end of the day, if I give them, they pay double. It's only an unserious person. The unserious ones will still be running at scatter looking for free things. If Dangote doesn't see value in building a refinery, he wouldn't build it. He understands the game. If Elon Musk doesn't see the game, he will not build Twitter. If Mark Zuckerberg doesn't understand the game, he will not do it. So it's a game. So if there are 1 billion people on this internet space, and all you have to do is just to get just 1% of them to patronize you, that means you would have gotten over 1 million subscribers, or 1 million viewers, or 1 million people to buy from you. So let's take for even if now talk up to 1 million, just 1,000 of them buy from you, you will see how much you make from that particular product or that solution you're offering. So this is why you see some of these content creators, they show you millions of naira. There are people that some of us think they are Yahoo boys. They are not Yahoo. That is the truth. When I finally understood this thing, because some of them, because of the level of energy they put in putting up this solution, they don't even create this type of videos we are doing. Because even this video I'm putting is a very big distraction. I just feel the need because I have people that have contacted me. They want to know how I'm doing it. That is why it became necessary for me to create this. If not, I won't create it. When you check your timeline watching this video, you see I've spent over 30 something minutes, 37 minutes plus, going to 38 minutes, just talking about some of these things. These are just elementary. By the time we begin to go deep, so imagine you don't understand this basic foundation now. You want to now go and begin to, if I begin to give you links and I tell you create, that is what you are, some people are looking for. Some people will contact me, they will want me to be giving them links. Even if I give you all the links, even if I give you links to the most simplest platform, you will never make money from it if you don't understand what I'm talking about here. Because you wouldn't know who to give the link to that you make money from it. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know how to go about it. Because marketing is serious business. It's very serious business. Some of you don't want to hear marketing. Some people think they can escape marketing by going to study medicine and surgery. You are just wasting your time. You are going to fail in that career too. You are going to be giving people wrong diagnosis. Sooner or later, they will discover how fake you are and they will leave you. Some people think, okay, the easiest way is to go and read law so that you come and be lying to people. When they don't have case, you tell them they have case. So marketing is serious business. It's serious business that you need to really take your time to learn. I believe at this very level, your psychology about the internet space is beginning to change. If you don't understand this video, please, I advise you rewatch it. I have videos tutorial that I paid for 5, 6, 7 years ago. I still save them like jealously. Every now and then I go back to revisit them. Some of them, there are even books that help me to understand some of these things, which is what I'm giving you. On a very good day, these are courses that you are supposed to pay. But congratulations, I believe you are beginning to have a much more understanding on the internet space. So I don't need to tell you to subscribe. If you decide to jump, don't worry, we will catch you on the other end. You will pay. Then you begin to see that you understand whether we are actually good or we are not good. So see you in my next video. Thank you once again. Don't forget to check the other videos, follow it strategically, and believe you will get to see transformation. That is a prayer point you have been praying. There's no prayer point that is bigger than this. If you like, go to wheresoever, you will still come back to this thing. These are real life solution I'm giving here. See you. Thanks.